Meet Amma, a young woman who grew up in a Christian home with loving parents and 3 younger sisters. Known for her intelligence and beauty, Amma excelled in everything she did. Her teachers at school respected her greatly for her academic abilities. After graduating from university with top honors, Amma had many job offers. However, her father suggested she work with a local NGO to give back to the community and be a positive influence on her younger sisters. Amma followed her father's advice and worked with the NGO. Her intellect and beauty made her well sought after by the guys in her community. Among them was Kojo, her childhood friend. Loved and respected by everyone, it was the secret wish of Amma's family that they would marry one day. One day, Amma met Kwame, a wealthy businessman. Mesmerized by her beauty, he struck up a conversation. Impressed by his riches and charm, Amma exchanged contacts with him. Despite Kojo's feelings for Amma, she hesitated to commit to a relationship with him. This uncertainty left Kojo in turmoil, unable to understand her reluctance. Unable to contain his feelings any longer, Kojo confided in Amma's sisters. He expressed his confusion and frustration, seeking their insight and support.
I don't understand why Amma is pulling away. We've been close for so long. I thought we had something special.
Kojo, we know she cares about you. Maybe she's just scared or confused. We'll talk to her. But Kojo, give her some time. She might be dealing with more than we know. Amma's sisters, worried about Kojo and Amma's future, decided to talk to their parents. They hoped their parents could provide guidance and support. Mom, Dad, we need to talk about Amma. She's been distant with Kojo, and he's really struggling to understand why. I've noticed she's been quiet lately. Maybe she's under a lot of pressure.
Amma has always been thoughtful and considerate. We need to approach this carefully.
The family, deeply concerned for Amma's well-being and future, decided to address the issue together. They knew they had to be supportive yet firm in understanding her hesitations. We need to let Amma, my daughter, know we're here for her, no matter what she decides. But she also needs to understand how much Kojo cares for her.
We will talk to her gently. She needs to know we support her, but she also needs to consider what's truly in her heart.
Kojo's frustration grew as he struggled to understand Amma's reluctance. The uncertainty gnawed at him, making it hard to focus on anything else.
Wife Amma, what are you so afraid of?
As the days passed, Amma found herself caught between following her heart and fulfilling her family's expectations. The weight of her decision pressed heavily on her as she navigated the complexities of love and loyalty. Despite knowing her family would disapprove, Amma fell for Kwame's frequent calls, messages, and gifts. She kept their relationship a secret. Eventually, Kwame proposed, and Amma accepted. Torn between her love for Kwame and her family's expectations, she chose to follow her heart. Amma married Kwame, believing she had found happiness. However, she soon discovered his dark secrets. Subtle changes in Kwame's behavior made Amma uneasy. She discovered cryptic messages and strange symbols, and overheard Kwame discussing dark rituals. Amma, whispering to herself, "What could this mean? This doesn't look right." Her fears grew when she overheard Kwame discussing dark rituals on a phone call.
The ritual must be done precisely as planned. We cannot afford any mistakes.
Kwame's behavior became more controlling. He gradually separated Amma from her parents and friends, ensuring she was completely isolated. As Amma's isolation grew, so did Kwame's cruelty. He began to maltreat her, both physically and emotionally. Amma's once bright world had turned into a living nightmare. Desperate and fearful, Amma sought ways to reach out for help. She wrote letters to her parents, hoping for a chance to escape. "Dear Mom and Dad, I am in great danger. Kwame is not who you think he is. Please, help me." In a brave moment, Amma snuck into Kwame's study, uncovering more evidence of his involvement in sinister activities. Amma, whispering to herself, "I need to get out of here."
What are you doing in here?
"Just cleaning." Determined to break free, Amma devised a daring escape plan. She gathered essential items and waited for the right moment. With her heart pounding and fear gripping her every move, Amma knew this was her only chance for freedom. In the dead of night, with courage fueling her steps, Amma made her escape, leaving behind the nightmare she once called home. "Amma," tearfully to the driver, "please, help me. I need to get away from here." Amma returned home to her parents, battered but not broken. Her journey back was not just physical, but a journey of the soul. She was determined to rebuild her life and find herself once more. But life in the village had moved on too. Amma asked of Kojo, her first love, but no one knew his whereabouts. She began searching for him with the hope of starting from where they ended. She found out Kojo had moved to one of the neighboring towns. With high hopes, she embarked on the journey to find Kojo. Amma faced the challenge of picking up the pieces of her life amidst the changes around her. With the support of her family, Amma began to heal. Their love and encouragement were the bedrock on which she started to rebuild her life. She found solace in the simple joys of daily life, and gradually, her spirit began to mend. Amma's strength came from within and from the community that embraced her. She poured her energy into helping others, finding a new purpose that brought her fulfillment and happiness. Kojo, on the other hand, had moved on with his life, now happily married and living with his wife. When Amma found out, she was disappointed, but there was nothing she could do. And as fate would have it, Amma and Kojo's paths crossed once more. Though their lives had changed, the bond they shared remained. In their eyes was the acknowledgement of the journey they had both undertaken. Amma lived a single life, helping others in her community for the rest of her life. Her journey reminds us that even when life takes us far from where we began, we can always return to our roots and find the strength to begin anew.